Good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports' presentation of high school softball. Tonight in this IVC matchup, the Conotton Valley Rockets host the Newcomerstown Trojans. Tonight's game is presented by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Alton Hospital. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Wood Electric, Advancing Athletics, PAC Drilling, the Commercial and Savings Banks, W&M Commercial Roofing, Country Club Retirement Campus, Kent State Tuscarawas, and McInturf Realty. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
Well, welcome to a rain-soaked and chilly Bowerston, Ohio. Big Z Sports live and on location for softball action between Conotton Valley and Newcomerstown. Nick McWilliams, Aaron Stump, and the Claxon Communications crew bringing you today's broadcast that we hope will get in. Aaron Stump, we have not had you on a softball game all season long, and you get blessed with quite possibly the most intense softball weather you're going to get.
You know, it was just yesterday. I'm sitting in my backyard, kicking back, enjoying the birds singing and enjoying the sunshine. And holy mackerel, do we got ourselves a dinger right now.
Yeah, you were enjoying the birds that have now all run away again. And two, coming into this Newcomerstown, despite them being such a young team this year, they've had some great success early on as well. And oh, thank you. And we're getting treated. We're getting treated to some hot chocolate here at Conotton Valley.
Well, that's awesome.
We're getting treated to some hot chocolate for that's how cold it is right now. But anyway, as I was saying with Newcomerstown, a young team, and you're going to hear a little bit more from Coach Lee Fish about that. But they have been surprising some people. They just came off a nice win against Garraway.
Yeah, it's once they got that thing rolling, whatever that mental side of it, you get a few wins under your belts. It's amazing how fast that just gets rolling, especially in your spring sports right now. You're playing a lot of games, and once you get a little bit of that confidence going, especially for those younger ones, it just keeps building and building. The wins keep coming.
Absolutely, and I had mentioned that we are here with the Claxon Communications crew. I'm going to give a huge shout-out, though, to Lydia, Brady, and Natalie Holbrook, who are operating our cameras and producing today in some wonderful conditions. Poor Lydia's been here since about 1 o'clock, and I showed up, Aaron, and I went to put my book down and go and get coach interviews and such, and she goes, hey, I need you to do me a favor. She's standing to the side of our little tent she's got up here, and she said, I need to finish doing what I need to for setup. I'm like, okay, go ahead. She goes, no, I need you to hold the tent down so it doesn't fly away. But we've got that managed. We've got it tied down pretty good now. Hopefully it's going to stay in place. So a big shout-out to the Claxon Communications crew. Nobody does it better.
She's still sitting back here. She's still not happy.
Well, the bright side is, though, we're going to get treated to a phenomenal game. And also, I'm looking in the direction all the weather's been blowing in. It looks to be brightening up over there. And hopefully it will be able to do that. Maybe the wind will die down here a little bit. But, Aaron, this is one of those situations, though, where you might have a team that's got a high-powered offense. You might have a team that's got a really good pitcher. A lot of that might be negated in a situation like this where it comes to the wind, the wetness, and the cold. You don't know what's going to happen.
Well, if I'm both coaches, I want to try to score early. I mean, I realize you want to try to score early every game, but I think today's game is going to be vital. You're going to have to try to stay warm. Again, these dugouts are open-face dugouts, so you're not getting a lot of shelter from there. That wind is swirling right now. The rain's coming and going. So I think those first runs, whoever can get on the board first, is going to have a huge advantage because, again, you got to stay loose. You got to stay warm in these deeper innings. It's going to be tough today.
Absolutely. Well, again, you're locked into the Wood Electric pregame show. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout, head into our coach interviews as we are running a little bit behind. Newcomerstown still taking their infield practice. So we're going to go ahead, get our coach interviews out of the way, wrap up the Wood Electric pregame show, and get first pitch from Bowerston. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in Sugar Creek, Strasburg, and downtown New Philadelphia, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes and teams good luck.
When struggles seem too tough, when sickness takes a hold, when cancer picks a fight, when baby's on its way, when life throws you a curveball. We've got you. With nearly 130 years in your backyard, Altman knows you and knows your community better than anyone. We're your neighbors, your friends, your family, and we want you to be the healthiest you can be. Altman, we are ready. We've got you.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show, now in the dugout, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. Newcomerstown Lady Trojans head coach Lee Fish. And Coach, tell me a little bit about your Newcomerstown team. First time we get to see them this year, and you guys are having a heck of a season thus far.
We're super young. We got a senior, and then the rest of my starters are all freshmen and sophomores. So, we're a young team, but we're doing pretty good. We got our bats going, so that's always a good thing, even with against those groups. So we're battling with the big boys, but I don't know. We got a big road ahead of us because the IVC is just tough.
Well, I'm happy you mentioned that. I was going to say about another IVC matchup, a great Conotton Valley team across you guys. Now, I'm sure if you would have asked your girls before this game, they might have preferred having this played on Saturday or Sunday with the lovely weather we had. Yeah. Not the case today. Might change things a little bit, right?
Sure. I mean, when it's 45 degrees, the girls don't want to hit, but we're hoping to get our bats warm up, and that's what's going to keep us in this game. It's hard hitting.
Now, tell me a little bit about your team in terms of who'll be starting on the bump. I know you guys have had some really nice pitching performances this year, really nice offensive performances too.
Yeah, we've lost our senior pitcher. We lost 4 seniors. That's going to hurt us a little bit, but we got a good freshman that's on the mound for us, and she's doing a great job for us. Our only senior is behind the catcher, so those 2 combos are really doing good for us. And like I said, we're that's all we have for as far as sophomores and juniors. We have 1 junior, and then the rest are all freshmen and sophomores. So it's kind of funny because when teams are like, "Hey, can we play your JV team too?" Or like, "Well, you're also okay, sure." You're playing the JV team.
Why not? I mean, it's extra practice. Maybe we'll put it that way. And now, naturally, when weather's like this, windy, cold, rainy, sometimes, as you, I think, kind of mentioned, the bats don't necessarily, they're not as there as they would be throughout a normal game. So have you guys talked a little bit about that before this in terms of how your approach is going to be at the plate, knowing that it's going to be a little bit tougher?
Yeah, we're hoping that we time these guys and watch some of their pitching and stuff. They got pretty elite pitchers. They're good. It's how lucky we get with the contacts and how good the game's going to go. So all depends on how we bat.
Perfect, Coach. Well, that's all I got for you. Try to stay warm and good luck to the Trojans.
Thank you. See you guys.
That was head coach for the Newcomerstown Lady Trojans, Lee Fish, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. Coming up, it's head coach Jeremy Bleininger for Conotton Valley.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show, now in the dugout with the coach, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. It's Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger. And Coach, we had a great weekend, looking forward to some great softball weather. Didn't quite get that today, but you guys are going to get this game in. Perks of having the turf field, right?
Absolutely. It's nice to be able to have turf so we can get games in even if we get a little bit of rain.
Now, obviously, the conditions a little bit different than you guys have played in the past couple games with a little bit warmer temperatures. Anything you guys are talking about with the girls, maybe to try to stay loose and try to prevent anyone tightening up?
Yeah, they need to stay loose, and we just got to have good ball control when we're out in the field. So.
And entering this contest, we just talked beforehand here, 13-2, you guys are really on a roll thus far. What's been the key to success for the Rockets to this point?
Just playing a complete game. We have to play a complete game, all 3 phases: offense, pitching, batting, defense. If we can play those 3 phases, I feel we can compete with anybody.
Now, the last time that we were here and got to see you guys, a pretty sizable win over Buckeye Trail. You're bringing in another IVC team in Newcomerstown. Tell me a little bit about the Trojans. I know they're having a pretty good year, so what do you guys see out of them?
They definitely can hit. They've got some decent pitching, so we're going to have to work. It's nothing's going to come easy for us tonight. It's going to be a fight, I have a feeling.
And also, Coach, we haven't talked about who's going to get the start on the bump. I would almost imagine it would be Macy Baker. How good has she been for you guys this season?
She's been pitching really well for us. We had a bad outing the first night against Strasburg. 2 days later we come back and she pitches the entire game, and we're in the ball game up to the last inning. So, she's been solid on the mound, as she always is. She is starting tonight. It's just the way our rotation fell. We do every other game with the 2 pitchers, so tonight's her night.
And finally for you, Coach, here, whenever it comes to these kind of windy, cold conditions, I know small ball can kind of come into play. You guys talking a little bit more about trying to just get the ball into play and maybe get the runners moving?
I don't think we're going to deviate from our game plan a whole lot. We practiced outside from the very beginning of the season, so we're used to the weather. We practice in the rain, we practice in the wind, because you have games in this type of conditions, so I make the girls practice in these conditions.
Sounds like a smart plan, Coach. Well, thank you so much for your time, and good luck to the Rockets.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Coming up next, we'll have more of the Wood Electric pregame show. That was In the Dugout with the Coach, brought to you by the Commercial and Savings Bank. Conotton Valley head coach Jeremy Bleininger. Big Z Sports is back after this.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show as Big Z Sports, Claxon Communications going to wrap things up here and move on to our WN Commercial Roofing starting lineups. And Aaron, I think I'm going to give you the visiting Newcomerstown Lady Trojans coming into this one. Very, very young team.
Yeah, definitely. Again, for head coach Lee Fish, batting first, sophomore, number 22, and at shortstop, Larissa Stahl. Batting second, and a freshman, number 4 in center field, Maddie Kellish. Batting third, freshman, number 15, third baseman, Mackenzie McConnell. Batting fourth, senior, and the only senior in the starting lineup, number 5, and catching, Megan Perry. Batting fifth, sophomore, number 17 at first base, Cam Dorland. Batting sixth, another sophomore, number 11 at second base, Alyssa Barker. Batting seventh, another freshman, number 9, and pitching is Kaylee Watson. Another freshman batting eighth, right fielder, number 21, Michaela McConnell. And finishing up on ninth place is another freshman, left fielder, number 19, Morris Brandy.
As for your starting lineups for the home, Conotton Valley Lady Rockets, head coach Jeremy Bleininger leading things off, the exact same lineup the last time we saw these Conotton Valley Rockets here at home. Second baseman, number 3, Daphne Stuber. She's a senior. Then behind her, the center fielder, Chloe Stuber. She wears number 4 and is also a senior. Then it's the pitcher, number 14, Macy Baker, the junior. Then number 10, Maddie Kelly. She'll be playing shortstop. Number 12, Delilah Williams. She's the third baseman, bats 5th. Number 15, the catcher, Delaney Peters. 5 in the 7-hole, Jordan Braun at first. Then number 11, Miley Gallagher in left field. Number 2, Braxton Nielsen rounds things out, as she is the sophomore. As we are just about to get things underway from Bowerston, it's going to be Baker on the bump, and she'll deliver, and it's a first pitch strike in there to Larissa Stahl.
Again, we talked a little bit earlier, Nick. I think whoever gets that first run in tonight is going to have an awfully big advantage in these weather conditions right now.
I would imagine so, as small ball is probably going to be a part of this game for certain. As I take that back, I called that first one strike number 1, but it looks like those were both balls. I saw the umpire motion.
Yeah, okay.
I just didn't hear the call. So it's actually a 2-0 count to Stahl. Baker, the junior, she's had some great performances this year. Going to look for another one, and that's a strike. Okay, now we know. Now we know when to go.
We got the hand signals down now. I was with you. I thought the first two. I was okay. All right, we're good though.
Stahl, as you mentioned, a sophomore, just one senior in this starting lineup. I mean, that's what Coach Fish talked about. One senior, all these sophomores and freshmen. It's a young team, and they're off to a hot start. And they're playing well. Now it's a 3-1 count as Baker misses again on the outside. You know, regardless of the weather here, still some fans rolling in now for Conotton Valley. Good to see. I see a lot of cars out there with their headlights on staring at the field. Probably some heaters going on out there. Next delivery is going to go outside, so it's an opening walk, 5-pitch walk to Stahl. Newcomerstown in business with a base runner early, and now the center fielder in Kellish stepping in. Kellish actually went out to the home plate umpire right before the game started, and she asked that hoodie that she has on, is the first pitch going to go low? And there goes Stahl, and she's going to swipe second. Late reaction from behind the plate there for Conotton Valley for Peters as she was stepping up to get the ball, and Stahl just took off.
Tell you what, tough ball to throw down to second right now, low and away, and again, trying to compose yourself, throw it down to second. Did a nice job stopping it, just a little bit late down to second.
What I was trying to say with Kellish is she asked with that hoodie she's got on there, she went to the umpire and said, is it okay if I wear this for the game? And she, when the umpire said yes, Kellish was jogging back to the dugout, she said, just as long as you get a hit, you're allowed to wear that. So Kellish will try to deliver. Delivery from Baker. Kellish is going to watch that one catch the outside part of the zone. Strike one. We apologize if you can hear the wind in the background. We can do nothing about that.
It's actually died down a little bit here, game time.
It has. Thankfully, Baker delivers. That's going to miss the zone again. 3-1. You know, we love the Rocket Center, and this athletic facility that Conotton Valley has out here is just awesome. But maybe we're going to try to convince them, hey, you want like a portable dome over your softball field maybe? Delivery from Baker. Kellish offers, and that one she was in front of, and it was high and outside, so Baker's now got it back to full.
You could even do a heated and, AC little press box, too, on one of the dugouts if you wanted to. So they did everything top-notch here.
Next delivery's not going to catch the zone, so back-to-back walks issued to start the game. Newcomerstown 2 runners on. Mackenzie McConnell, the third baseman, steps in a big spot.
Again, got to start making some pitching adjustments here. A lot of those balls on the outside missing the plate, and then, again, we'll see what adjustments get made here by the pitching staff here.
Baker winds and fires her first delivery to McConnell. Is going to be fouled straight back over the screen to go to 0-1.
Yeah, everyone was eager to catch that foul ball until they realized their hands were cold, and they we'll let the thing bounce tonight.
Have you ever tried to catch, even with a glove in this kind of weather, it hurts.
Hitting the bat wrong hurts. Catching the ball hurts.
That time, Baker's going to catch the outside part of the zone. Now an 0-2. McConnell's in a hole. It'd be a big out number one for Conotton Valley, but, right in waiting on deck is their power hitter and the catcher, Megan Perry, the only senior. Baker toes the rubber again and fires. Off speed, high outside. Just kind of a waste pitch. McConnell does a good job to hold back.
Always want to see if the young ones will go to those pitches and get nice discipline there by the freshman and holding off.
Baker ready, fires, fouled again for McConnell, so she'll stay alive. Going to do it over again, a 1-2 count against Stahl at second, Kellish at first, nobody out, top of the first. Blustery day in Bowerston. Baker's next delivery is going to be swung on, popped up. McConnell gets under it. It's going back towards the shortstop. Left fielder, and it's going to drop. Nobody could find it up in the sky. And there comes the throw to third. It's over the head of the third baseman, but everyone will stay. And there's going to be bases loaded there, and McConnell's going to reach on an error.
Looks like the umpires are actually going to join here. Possible infield fly?
I would imagine yes, but normally that has to be established when the ball's in the air. The umpire has to signal for it.
Well, I think right to your point, I think that wind pushed it out far enough where I think they thought it was going to be. And like you said, it pushed it out far enough where they've called it off.
But Well, that's bizarre. I would love to get an explanation after this because I'm not sure. I don't know about you, but I did not see the umpire make a signal for an infield fly. As Perry sees the first delivery high and outside. We're going to gloss over that.
Regardless.
Will be the first out of the inning. Runners both in scoring position as Perry sees the next delivery go low in the turf. Stump, you're making faces at me. I'm wondering what that's about.
It still is. Still kind of perplexed there. So
next delivery is going to be fouled back for Perry. I feel like you don't see the infield fly called enough, so sometimes I get very confused when that situation arises.
Well, again, it's interesting to, not being out there that time. It'd be interesting to see how far that ball flew out there.
Well, it hit about, if I made a guess just from what we could see, about 6 or 7 feet out of the infield into the outfield grass between the center fielder, left fielder, and shortstop. Call it umpire's discretion, I guess, with that, though. Delivery from Baker swung on and missed. Perry with a big hack, and she now sees the count go to even at 2-2.
Again, pitcher doing a nice job battling here. And again, open base open, and she's still pitching aggressively.
The 2-2. Out, or high, I should say, from Baker to Perry, and now we've got it to a full count. Baker ready. She'll set with a payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Baker sits down Megan Perry for out number 2.
Big out for the Rockets. Again, one more out here and it gets them out of the inning unscathed.
Next to the plate, Cam Dorland, first baseman. Baker not going to catch the zone for that one. Dorland up 1-0. Next offering is going to be outside for a 2-0. I'd imagine that was outside.
Yeah. Right now you look at the Rocket outfielders, and they are doing everything in their power to keep their hands warm and like, all right, come on. This is where I'm sure they want a pitch clock right now.
Delivery going to miss again.
Tell you what, Baker is not missing by much in any direction right now.
Well, for one thing, if you are the Conotton Valley faithful, you might be frustrated she's not getting these calls, but when it's cold like this, as Dorland swings and misses on the next one, when it's cold like this, you could just be getting Baker rolling early. She's throwing these extra pitches, getting her a little bit more warm. Three-one offering swung on and missed for Dorland, and now the count is full. That was a rise ball from Baker, and it had her fooled.
It's amazing how difficult it is to hold off on those rise balls, especially when they get up in your eyes and, you want to swing so bad. Right there.
Swung on and missed. Dorland sat down. Baker battles back. Strands 2. We move on to the bottom of the first. It will be Conotton Valley up to bat after this.
Planning your next vacation or home improvement project and worried about managing expenses? CSB can help with that. Setting a goal is the first step to achieving your vision, and CSB's Money Manager tool helps you get started. Whether you are recovering from Christmas spending or preparing to send kids to college, the Personal Financial Management tool helps you set goals, track your spending, and monitor your progress. Money Manager is available within CSB's online banking. Check it out today. The Commercial and Savings Bank, member FDIC.
I'm Dr. Michele Iona. At Advancing Athletics, our Fuel, Move, Recover philosophy can help anyone be their best. Here's what thriving looks like.
I'm an FMR athlete. I'm an FMR athlete.
I'm an FMR athlete.
From high school to aging well. No one will take care of you and your kids better than us.
Welcome back to Conotton Valley in the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Nick, Aaron, Claxon Communications on location. This presentation brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Altman Hospital. In that first frame, Macy Baker did issue 2 walks, but no hits for the Lady Trojans. They did leave 2 runners on. She ended up getting, Baker that is, for the Rockets, getting 2 strikeouts. Now, as we move things right along on the mound for Newcomerstown, it will be Kaylee Watson coming into this game. Aaron, a freshman on the mound, big opportunity for her to take on a very, very stout Conotton Valley lineup that features a pretty good hitter here to start things off in Daphne Stuber.
Yeah, she's had some great success, and again, you almost wonder if she's so young, she doesn't know better right now, and she's pitching well, and like you said, though, I think these first couple innings are going to be a real tall tale to see what happens.
Delivery from Watson. That one probably slipped out of her hands. We'll go to 1-0. That's going to be one of the biggest things for these pitchers today is you're going to have the slipping issue with the ball. They're going to try their best to keep them dry, but that's so difficult in these kind of conditions. Watson delivers. Misses the zone. Now 2-0. Both corners playing pretty far in for Newcomerstown. Delivery from Watson. That's going to catch the zone. 2-1. Nice pitch there. Good location at the knees.
And like you said earlier, I wonder if it took Baker, from Conotton Valley a little bit to warm up and really get in their groove. She's going to have to go through the same thing this first inning and get warm and get those hands moving.
Delivery, Watson. That's going to be slapped to the shortstop. Good field over there. Across the diamond, and the ball's going to be dropped safe. At first will be Stuber. Reaching on the error will be Stuber to start off the inning. Difficult to say, it's a tough throw across the diamond from short, but you want your first baseman to be able to make that dig. But again, wet ball conditions sometimes makes it difficult.
Yep, Stull did a nice job fielding. And again, you just wonder in the back of your minds, you're worried about the field conditions a little bit, getting your feet set and throwing a good hard throw. And she kind of short-armed it over there, and first baseman unable to pick it up.
Turf does get slick, but still a heck of a lot better than dirt on this kind of scenario. That one is going to be clobbered to left center for Chloe Stuber over the head of the left fielder. Up against the fence, it's going to go. Daphne Stuber to third. She'll hold there. And nice throw in from left that almost makes it almost in time.
Sheesh.
As the teammates for Stuber's teammates for the Rockets getting a good laugh as Daphne almost went head over heels going into third as she had to dive quickly to get in front of that throw.
Was that a slide, a dive, or a kerplunk?
She made it to third base.
Yeah,
that's what
all
she's
that
just
matters.
going to say. So Chloe Stuber does move up to second with the double. Pitcher Macy Baker from the left-handed batter's box ready to go.
And like you said, with that throw-in by Maddie Kellis, she had a rocket throwing that in.
Baker's going to pop it up to left. Running in for it was going to be the left fielder. It's over her head. Wynn pushes it. One Stuber's going to score. There's the second. Running to third is going to be Baker, and the tag is going to be there, and she's out at third. 2 RBI double for Baker is going to be thrown out, though, on her attempt to go to third base.
Again, man, we're seeing what the wind's doing out there in left field, and she was in great position, and that wind just took her right off and blew it way overhead. In fact,
and we're actually going to have a quick substitution out there from left to right. They're going to flip. It's going to be Brandy Morris and Michaela McConnell are going to switch. So McConnell goes from right to left. Morris goes from left to right. That wind just grabbed that ball for Baker. Next in will be Maddie Kelly. She watches strike one. I gotta say, that's one of the first in-inning changes I've ever seen. And you actually look where the left fielder is playing now. She's almost on the warning track. Delivery from Watson's not going to quite catch the zone. Too low, now 1-1.
Again, it's been amazing being down here in a little bit of valley, how much swirling's going on. It calms down for a little bit, then it picks right up, and can't see the flag from here to see what's actually going out there in the right field right now.
Nobody actually knows. It's just going everywhere. That one's hammered by Kelly. Left center. It's deep, and it is gone for the shortstop for the Rockets. Maddie Kelly uncorks a 2-run bomb, and Conotton Valley leads 4-0.
Wow, that did not take long getting out of here.
Line shot for Kelly.
She hit that right in the sweet spot, and it took off.
You want to know the terrifying thing, Aaron? She's a freshman.
Wow. And she didn't need the wind on that one either. That one was gone as soon as it left the bat.
Watson back up to the mound now as Newcomerstown tries to regroup. As we're waiting for a ball to come in now from the dugout, get a drawing one. Delilah Williams steps in. This was interesting, Aaron. I said there was no real lineup changes for Conotton Valley. Last time we saw the Rockets, Delilah Williams was behind the plate. She's at third today. It's Delaney Peters who's behind the plate for the Rockets. And Jordan Braun's at first. I think she was at third the last time we saw her. So a couple changes, just no one batting in the different spot in the lineup.
Well, and what happens throughout the season, too, you got to get your team as deep as you can, make your run in the playoffs. Again, you don't know what's going to happen with injuries, if you're going to get on a hot streak or not. So, again, it's a very long or short season with a lot of games. You got to keep people fresh, and sometimes that's switching positions and, coaches trying to figure out their best lineups until they get into the playoffs.
Williams just saw a strike. Now she's going to slap it to the third baseman, or shortstop, I should say. Stahl delivers it across the diamond, and she can't hold on at first again, as we're going to have another base runner for the Rockets. Now coming up to the plate, as I mentioned, Peters. She's behind the plate today. Runner on first, only one out here, bottom of the first, 4-0, the Conotton Valley lead.
Again, it looked like Stoll, really nice play at shortstop, gathered herself, and it almost looks like she just doesn't want to step into that hard on that turf right now. And again, another short throw.
Sometimes when it's wet, too, you don't always necessarily trust yourself, but we'll see.
Exactly.
I'm sure she'll shake that one off, as that's going to be fouled away over the screen. Again, a big credit to this Conotton Valley facility for handling the rain that we've had today. Turf looks great, no problems at all.
Tell you what, you got a lot of brave souls out here watching today, too.
That one's going to be off the back of Peters, a hit by pitch and show advance. You hear the applause from her teammates. Wearing it when it's this cold is not fun.
I don't know if she was doing that shimmy on purpose, or is that, oh, wow, does that sting? I don't know if that was a voluntarily spasm back there or what, but, yeah, she had the little dance going there pretty good.
Two runners on now, still one out. Jordan Braun, first baseman, steps in. Braun asks for time. Watson's ready and delivers. Braun sees that one, catch the zone. Watson ready, offers. That's going to be popped up by Braun right towards us in front of the screen.
Tell you what, I give Newcomerstown pitcher Kaylee Watson some credit right now. Again, she's given up a few runs. Again, some really nice hits, but being a freshman there, she's still sticking in there, throwing hard, and, again, really battling right now.
She's had a couple nice pitches for sure. A couple errors have kind of hurt things this inning, but like Coach Fish said, this is a young team. Jordan Braun's going to hit it pretty hard to center, but that's going to hang up there long enough for the catch to be made. Out number 2. Braun pops out to McConnell.
Again, you said it earlier. Again, your defense has to help you out too. And unfortunately, they've had a couple errors this inning that really hurt them. Left some base runners on, and home runs brought them home.
Well, that's an important put out there for the defense. Get some of that confidence back. Look, take the deep breath, make the plays. That's right in front of you.
Long game yet.
Miley Gallagher steps in for the first time. Quick throwback from Perry to her pitcher. Try to get that runner at second back, who was stepping pretty far off, and Williams. The 1-0. Catches the outside corner, now 1-1.
I tell you what, if you got one senior in your lineup, that's the place you want him, right there catching for you or helping all her underclassmen right now.
Gallagher steps out and sees that one go inside, now 2-1. On 2-1, Gallagher, she's going to get her bat on it. It's going to be a bloop job to the first baseman who's going to make the play over there. Heads up, quick move for Dorland. Out number 3. We move on to the second inning. Conotton Valley leads 4-0. We're back after this.
Is your commercial roof leaking and causing damage, but you can't afford to fully replace your roof? WM Commercial Roofing believes in finding solutions that will work best to fit both your budget and your needs. We customize repair and maintenance plans that will fix your roof leaks and extend the life of your roof so that you can have peace of mind. WM Commercial Roofing. Commercial roofing you can trust. Check us out at wmcommercialroofing.com or call 330-275-0088. That's 330-275-0088.
Country Club Rehabilitation Campus is a full continuum care facility located in Dover, Ohio. Their campus offers independent and assisted living apartments and suites, skilled nursing, 7 days a week rehabilitation, respiratory care, and long-term care. The Country Club campus provides excellent personalized treatment plans that meet or exceed their residents' outcomes and goals. If you are looking for a place to call home or just need short-term assistance, contact Country Club Rehabilitation Campus at Dover, 330-343-5568.
Welcome back to Bowerston. As I'm looking for a new color commentator, I think already. Stump's already got on my nerves. Correction from last inning, it is 3-0. I made a mistake on that. I said Maddie Kelly had the 2-run home run. It was actually a solo shot. Macy Baker had been thrown out at third, so 3-0 is your score. Thanks for correcting me on that, Stump, on air.
Yeah, scoreboard sitting right there says 3-0. I just,
Don't let him fool you,
saying.
folks. He said the same thing. I thought it was 4-0.
They didn't hear me, though.
No. Leading things off for Newcomerstown will be Alyssa Barker, the second baseman. Macy Baker would like a repeat of her first inning performance. Did let a couple runners get on, but she had a couple of strikeouts as well. Baker readies herself to start off top of the second. Her team with the 3-0 lead. She'll deliver. Barker can't get her hands on it, now down 0-1. Baker's next delivery is going to catch the zone, now 0-2. On the 0-2 delivery, it's going to go high. Barker holds off on that.
You always like the team chemistry when both benches are up, leaning against the fence, jumping up and down. This time you wonder if it's team chemistry or just trying to stay warm today.
And some have hot cocoa in their hands, too, so that also tells you something.
Coffee, hot cocoa, who knows?
On the 1-2, Barker gets a bat on it. It comes back.
All right.
And didn't end up on our heads. We had to brace and wait for that. We couldn't tell. We got the 10 above us. We had no idea where it was going. Big thank you to Big Z Sports' Adam Sawieski as well for coming and setting up this tent for us beforehand. Because somebody on this broadcast team said, I don't know if I can do it without the tent.
Did he really come set it up?
Yeah.
Wow. And it stayed up.
He did it just for you.
Wow, that's my man right there. Way to go, Adam. Man.
2-2 from Baker. Barker's going to swing, and I think she fouled it, but it goes back into the glove of Williams. Peters, so we will have an out number 1.
I gave him a lot of grief, too, for the weather forecast. So,
honestly,
Adam, I'm still not sorry for doing that, but, yeah, thanks for setting up the tent, bud.
Not to go hardcore Midwest, but when the wind doesn't blow, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad in here right now.
Watson, the pitcher, she steps in for her first at bat. Baker delivers, and that's going to hit the hand of, or the arm, I thought of Watson, but I think they were going to say it was off the nub of the bat.
I think that she didn't seem to argue too much or go out, so yeah, I'm assuming that was the right call. You know what? That ball came right at us, and neither one of us flinched. That's professional right there. That's professional right there.
Delivery from Baker on the 0-1 is going to go low.
Again, Baker doing a really nice job mixing up her pitches right now and keeping the Trojans off balance right now at the batter's box.
On the 1-1, Watson sees it go high, now 2-1. You know, normally we will see some various Conotton Valley teams, other athletic teams that will stand out there. There's a dirt pile behind the left field wall there, and they'll stand there and cheer. I can't imagine they're not here today. Wonder why. Actually, I think it's normally the baseball team from when they were practicing. They go over there, but they got a game going on behind us. Watson swings and misses. Now 2-2. Top of the second, 3-0 your score. Rockets lead the Trojans. IVC softball from Bowerston, and they're going to call strike number 3 to Watson. Second strikeout of the inning for Baker. That's you could tell from Watson's face she thought that one was just a bit low.
I tell you what, we got an IVC matchup here again. I know we talked a lot of it during the basketball season, both the girls and the boys side of it, but you got a lot of talent this year in the softball ranks in the IVC, and they get on a little bit of roll come playoff time. They could be playing late into the playoffs. A lot of teams around here.
Yeah, you see a lot of great competitions between some of these softball teams out of the IVC. I mean, it's hard to find a bad game.
Absolutely, and again, kids are competing, really getting those close games and getting that experience in that takes them off the playoff world.
McConnell has it at 1-1. I guess technically now the left fielder for Conotton Valley. Her and Brandy Morris flip-flopped. One from Baker, going to catch the zone.
You know, it's amazing, too, our spring sports, you know, how different they are than our winter sports. You know, you got so many things that are competing with the athletes right now, be proms, be graduations, be future plans. A lot of kids are declaring, you know, which colleges they're going to play for the next season. There's a lot of things competing for these kids' attention right now.
McConnell swings and misses, so Baker will strike out the side. To the bottom of the second, Rockets up to the plate after this.
Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas. Kent State Tusk offers over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees. We have over a dozen athletic programs, including basketball and volleyball. Student life is diverse with over 20 extracurricular student clubs. Our nursing and technology programs are some of the most sought after in the area. Staying local is the most cost-effective way of obtaining your degree. Define your own success. Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Welcome back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Nick Aaron, Claxon Communications. I made that one name again. Nick Aaron.
Oh, boy.
Bottom of the second inning. Conotton Valley leads 3-0. They're back up at the plate. It's the 9-hole hitter, Braxton Nielsen. Watson back on the mound, delivers, catches the zone outside 0-1. She's got nice locations as Watson for those outside and low pitches. I mean, those are hard ones to hit, and she's hit them pretty well through that first inning. Next delivery is going to go to the inside corner, but she went too far in.
Yeah, she's done a really, like you said, a really good job. Up, down, left, right, and again, moving it all around that plate. And they kind of got her the first inning, and we're going to see how she comes back here.
That one she lost the handle on. 2-1 now. Watson, you see in between pitches, sometimes they're kind of moving her legs around, trying to stay warm. That's one of the biggest things a pitcher has to do when it's this cold. You know, you can't, don't want to not be warm and try to pitch or run. I mean, that's when you start talking about the pulled hamstrings and all that other not fun stuff we don't want to deal with.
Especially you're pushing hard off that mound. You're trying to take that nice long stride.
Slapped in between the hole, the first and second baseman. It's a leadoff single for Niersen.
I tell you what, really nice job getting that bat around. Again, that ball got really deep in her, and she, again, got that barrel around just quick enough, pushed it on the right side of the field. Nice base hit.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Rockets, Stuber. She reached on an error, her first at bat. Eventually came around to score after Baker hit the 2 RBI double, thrown out trying to advance to third.
Again, that's one of the nice things that that Conotton Valley have going for them right now. Their 7, 8, 9 hitter's been hitting really strong this year. And again, when you can come up and top of your lineup and you got some people on base, nice luxury to have as a softball team.
It is a tough lineup top to bottom to manage if you're an opposing pitcher. Watson, she's going to field that one herself. Go to 2 for the first out. Throw on to first, not in time, but Watson makes the smart play and gets the lead runner.
Good. Definitely want to make sure you get that lead out, which they did. Again, it wasn't a really hard hit, which made it difficult to turn. Again, nice job of turning it, just not quick enough. Ball not hit hard enough in that case.
The other Stuber, Chloe Stuber, now in. She had a double her first time up. Watson's first delivery. It's going to be popped up right side. Second baseman drifts back and makes the easy play there. Good job by Barker. Read that one all the way. 2 down. Baker back up at the plate, looking to replicate her success from the first at bat.
Again, you got the young freshman on the mound right now, doing a nice job going through this lineup the second time, getting some big outs right now.
Watson delivers low. 1-0.
Done a lot better job of her control to the second inning. Again, moving that ball in and out.
Watson ready, takes a deep breath, and delivers. Not going to quite catch the zone. Throw back to first, and it was close as Perry delivered it on down there, nearly got Stuber.
Great throw by her, and again, caught her a little off, a little flat-footed there, and got back quick.
Well, the senior catcher just reminding her, hey, don't do it. Watson delivers, pops out of the glove of Perry, and she's not going to be able to deliver it, so it will be Stuber who steps up to second. And it's now a 3-0 count to Baker. Watson's delivery is going to be hammered up the middle. Baker's going to drive it to the center fielder. Here comes Stuber around to score. It's an RBI single for Baker, who's going to advance to second on the throw. Macy Baker uncorks one to center. That was a laser shot.
Wow, great hit there. And again, one thing you like to see that center fielder do, maybe hit that cutoff next time. Again, gave up another base and allowed her to get to second base there. Again, great hustle, get the one home.
So now I can officially say after a Macy Baker RBI, it is 4-0. Pitch to Kelly is going to be in there, strike one. Kelly, her first time up, solo shot to left center. She hit it right over the part of the field that is marked as 210, and I'm not sure how far she hit it, but let's just say it cleared defense by a good ways. Next delivery is going to go outside the zone. Now 1-1. Watson delivers. That one slapped to the shortstop. Stahl gloves it, throws across the diamond, and she'll get the out.
Nice job.
Damage is limited to just one run. Conotton Valley leads 4-0. Trojans bats after this.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Welcome back to the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Nick, Aaron, Lydia, and Natalie bringing you IVC softballs. Newcomerstown. Stepping to the plate will be Brandy Morris. Now move to right field. Her team trails 4-0 in the top of the third inning. Newcomerstown hoping they can wake up the bats a little bit. Delivery from Baker outside. Have you warmed up yet, Aaron?
I'm actually doing okay right now.
Well, I noticed this with Morris. She's not bothered by the cold. She does have the sweatshirt on. She swings and misses. She doesn't have the sweatshirt on. Doesn't have any gloves on.
No, that's
not bothered.
To be young again.
Baker's 1-1. Catches the outside part of the zone, 1-2.
Of course, it's easy for us to say it's not bad out here. We're under a tent. We got a tarp behind us blocking the wind.
Well, believe it or not, after walking around there for the interviews and stuff, it is warmer under this tent.
I would hope so.
Marginally. Because when you say tent, it's just, the awning or the overhang, but it blocks out a little bit of the wind.
And the hospitality by Conotton Valley getting us some hot cocoa, that definitely helped.
Athletic Director Stuck hooking us up. Always appreciated. 2-2 to Morris. Swings and misses. Sixth straight strikeout for Baker.
Yeah, she, again, looked like she was trying to find it early on the first inning, and she's really honed in on that strike zone, done a nice job, and moving the ball around and really giving the Trojan batter some difficulties right now.
Back to the top of the lineup for Newcomerstown, it's Stahl. She reached on a walk, then stole a base. She's ahead 1-0.
I do got to give some credit to Nick right now. He's doing the play-by-play right now, and then he's holding on to the corner of the tent, too, to make sure it doesn't blow away. He's multitasking at its finest right now.
Actually, the way I've got this, for anyone who is interested, it's tied to my chair, so if the tent wants to fly away, it has to take me with it. So you ever hear those commercials with the real men of genius thing? Yeah, I don't think this constitutes as that one of those moments.
Lydia, we may have to get the video going here, watching it go.
1-1 from Baker, swung on and missed by Stahl. I better get shares of these, however much money you get.
It's going to win us some money,
viral, yeah.
Something. America's funniest videos or something. That'd be classic.
Baker's delivery, high. Stahl gets it back to even.
I tell you, one of the things I've always enjoyed about high school girls softball is, again, how fast this game moves. It's one of the things Major League's trying to get their game faster, but these games have always been really enjoyable watching.
Stahl swings and misses as Baker rows the zone, gets her 7th straight strikeout. Kellish back in. She also had a walk in the first.
a good promo would be if she ends up striking 2 more out, striking everybody out 9 in a row, you get free chocolate or somebody in the stands. So I tell you what.
No, you're not getting another free hot chocolate.
Might have to go talk to the AD stock here and say, I got a quick promo for you guys here.
Shouldn't she get, like, I don't know, tomorrow off of school or something if she strike out 9 in a row, 10 in a row, yeah. Next one is offered at, swung on and missed.
I'm not sure that would mean a lot from us. Take the whole week off if you want.
Do whatever you want.
It's only your education the rest of your life. I mean, they only got a few weeks left now, don't they?
Well, she's a junior. She has to come back for another year. Yeah. Kellish gets a bat on that one, hits it straight back, so now 1-2. You know what we call those, Aaron, whenever it goes back over the screen like that and you have everybody have to yell to warn you? It's called headache. Don't yell heads up, yell headache. 1-2 from Baker. High, probably a bit outside. Baker gets the call and ready for her 2-2. Kellish sees that one outside.
Tell you what, it's been a while since our infielders or outfielders have had any actions for the Rockets. Again, you have to stay on your toes here.
I was going to say, when it gets cold, too, that's when things get interesting, when you have to stand around a lot and don't get a lot of action. Baker delivers low, so Kellish gets back-to-back walks in her at-bats. McConnell back up.
We didn't do the announcer jinx, did we, with the promo idea?
You did. I don't know what this "we" is. You might have, not me. McConnell, her first time up, she reached on an error. There was that kind of strange in-between hit. Again, I think it was the wind because it went to the left side over the shortstop's head. It looked like it was barely going to make it past the pitcher's mound, and it just kept drifting and drifting and drifting. Swung on and missed for McConnell. Kellish is going to step up and steal second base.
Again, Trojans doing whatever they can do to kind of manufacture, like you said earlier, trying to play a little small ball here, trying to manufacture a run. Gets her in good scoring position right now. Base hit gives the Trojans a run.
Well, only a 4-0 game in the third. I mean, very attainable. McConnell swings and misses, was a bit behind it. Behind 1-2.
Yeah, I think Baker got a little upset giving up the walk earlier, and she's taking it out on these last few pitches here, throwing a little bit of heat behind it.
Baker's next delivery misses the zone, even at 2-2.
Again, great pitch just off the plate, seeing if she'll go for it. Great discipline, holding back on it.
The Rockets lefty offers on 2-2. That one's fouled straight back for McConnell. I've got to give credit here, too. We're complaining about the cold, and you said, to be young again. There's a group of Conotton Valley kids or Bowerston kids playing basketball behind the Conotton Valley dugout. That's impressive. 2-2 offering, going to miss the zone, so now at a full count, we'll have a payoff pitch. Baker flipping the ball up in the air, waiting for her call. She's ready. Payoff pitch on the way, and that one's hit pretty well to left center. Racing back for us, a center fielder. She's not going to get there in time. One run's going to score. Pulling up at second base will be McConnell. It's an RBI double, and Newcomerstown's on the board.
Big run for the Trojans right there. Again, just keeping them in the game. A little confidence right there. And again, 2 out, double there, and RBI. Great hit.
Nice gap shot for McConnell. Couldn't have placed that any better. Perry back up at the plate. She struck out her last time up. One of those hits to the left side just kept going and going and going again.
Well, like we were talking earlier, the outfielders, again, trying to move around, stay limber and everything, and it's tough trying to track those balls down like that when you're sitting out there a little chilly trying to stay bundled.
Baker delivers. That's way over the head of her catcher, Peters, and advancing to third is going to be McConnell. She'll round wide, but Coach Fish telling her to get back. Baker gets a little touch of the rosin bag, trying to get some more grip on that ball as she'll deliver, and must have worked because there's strike one in this at bat. Didn't think rosin bags work that well when it gets below a certain temperature, but worked for Baker.
It's a good question.
Rosin or chalk or whatever have you. Next delivery, low.
It amazes me, especially as a pitcher, how mental this game is. And, again, you wonder if Baker's, thinking about giving up, that gap hit again, giving up a run. And, again, it's important that every pitcher stays in the moment and focuses on that next pitch and kind of have that short-term memory.
That one, Perry skies it left, got under it, center fielder, left fielder going back, and it's a diving play in center for the Rockets as lunging back for it. Chloe Stuber tracks the drift, and she'll put an end to the inning. 4-1, Conotton Valley leads. Rockets up to the plate after this.
Serving you, TMK is the name you trust. All the way to TMK, service with a personal touch.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Welcome back to Bowerston, the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio. Nick and Aaron bringing you IVC softball, also along with Claxon Communications. Today's broadcast brought to you by the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency and Altman Hospital. 4-1's the score. Entering the bottom of the third, Williams steps in for Conotton Valley.
Tell you what, little nervous at the end of that last half inning right there. You saw the left fielder and center fielder coming together, and that ball kept drifting, and again, great catch by center fielder there and getting them out of the inning.
Well, I said when Perry got a hold of it that she had gotten under it. And again, the ball hit to the left side. It's still going. It's still going. Almost made it pretty much onto the warning track. First pitch Williams sees as a ball. Watson ready for her 1-0. She'll deliver. Slapped hard to Watson, who will knock it down and deliver it on.
Great throw at first base. Well done.
Watson's delivery. Skied to left. Drifting back for it's the left fielder. It's over her head. Peters going to hold up at second. No, now she's going to round coach. Blinding her, sending her throw into third. Not in time. A triple for Delaney Peters as the ball hit to the left side just kept on going again. Out there and left, and McConnell, she just couldn't get a beat on it, and she just kept drifting back further and further and further, and that ball just kept going.
Could almost read her. She was great position. You could almost read her body language like, oh, no, it is still going.
Well, look at where she is playing, too. She is on the warning track. She came in because that ball from Peters didn't look like it had much muster behind it, So she started coming forward, and then it catch that jet stream or something here. Watson's delivery to keeps it in front of her, but it bounces away far enough that Gallagher is able to advance.
Rockets are going to try to get a base hit here and get another run in here, and with that steal at a second.
In the dirt, 2-2.
Say in the dirt or in the turf here?
I still call it in the dirt. Dirt, turf, rubber pellets, whatever you want to call it. Next delivery, dribbled to the third baseman, picked up by McConnell, fired across the diamond, and Newcomerstown gets out of the inning. Conotton Valley strikes for one. It's 5-1. We head to the fourth. Big Z Sports is back after this.
People are always asking, what is Cartoons? I hear that name on the radio all the time. Cartoons is a radio shop in New Philadelphia that specializes in tuning up your stereo system on anything you drive or ride. We tune up car tunes, truck tunes, boat tunes, motorcycle tunes, RV tunes, new and used vehicle tunes. We carry the best brands from Kenwood, Sony, Alpine, Pioneer, just to name a few. Cartoons also carries a full line of lighting accessories, backup camera systems, remote starts, or just need it installed? Give us a call. Cartoons on West High Avenue in New Philly. Be there.
We are Claymont High School students. Teenagers love a party, especially during prom and graduation season. Often alcohol is involved. Some parents think that hosting a teen drinking party in their home will keep the kids out of trouble.
While their intentions are good, it's illegal, unsafe, and unhealthy for anyone under the age of 21 to drink alcohol.
Did you know parents who host lose the most?
Here are the facts. If you make alcohol available at teen parties, you can be prosecuted.
This message brought to you by Claymont High School students, Empower Tusk, and the Adams Board of Tuscarawas and Carroll Counties.
Back from the PAC Drilling Mobile Studio, Conotton Valley leads Newcomerstown 5-1, IVC softball. Apologies for any technical difficulties. Weather not really cooperating with us. We're assuming that's kind of messing with our signal a little bit. So if it buffers or stutters, we do apologize. We're going to be here bringing you this entire game no matter what. Next delivery is going to be drilled to left field over the left fielder's head, and it was almost a ground rule double there. Advancing on to second with a leadoff double is Dorland. And that's a pretty good way to start off the inning for the Trojans.
Again, nice strong hit right there, and no chance for the left fielder getting that one, and good hustle all the way around.
Both the Rockets and Trojans defenders in left field are playing the warning track, and they still can't get to these balls. I have never seen balls carry like that.
They are hating life right now out there on the left side. It's just.
Well, they're going to ask, can we do like a shift in the outfield? Can we send the center fielder like 3 feet away from me, and we'll both try to track it down? Yeah, it's not a fault of either of the defenses. It's just the way that this wind is pushing it.
You can't practice for it right now, and again, it's swirling. It's really all over the place right now. It's really picked up here the last half inning. Colt
Barker. She struck out her first, likely going to try a throw down with Peters all the way to second there behind her. But, you know, you got the leadoff runner into scoring position. You're down by 4. You do not want to squander that potential run.
That's the last thing you want.
Parker fouls it back off the cage.
Again, got to give a big shout-out to Newcomerstown, Mackenzie McConnell last inning. Again, just a freshman on the hot corner at third base, made 2 outstanding outs and really did enough. And she's throwing good and strong right now.
Side 2-2 for Newcomerstown. They had reached on walks and errors before that.
Really?
So Dorland getting the hits started for the Trojans. Barker elevates her hands and fights it off, so we'll stay at 2-2. Before that, McConnell had reached base on an error, and outside of that, it had been walks and strikeouts for the Trojans.
Like we talked earlier, you got a really young team here in Newcomerstown, and these all become valuable lessons, fighting through these seasons, fighting through the pitch counts, learning every game. And the coaching staff for the Trojans, I think, has done a good job of making them understand that.
Strike 3 called on Barker as she sat down for out number 1. The interesting thing, though, you know, you say about having a young team and everything being a learning experience, which it is, but I think every team out there, when they had this situation of as young of a squad as they do and everything being a learning situation, would take the season that the Trojans have had thus far.
Oh,
they've been doing well.
Absolutely. And like you said, there's so many opportunities for these kids to play softball, nearly year-round right now. And you're starting to see a lot of those younger kids really develop early and make contributions at the varsity level. And you're starting to see more and more teams get those freshmen and sophomores really contribute in solid ways right now.
Watson's in. She'll swing and foul it back, I should say. The first one she watched a strike. So she's behind 0-2. We lied when we said the wind had gone. Delivery low.
And I tell you what, the way both of these teams play, I mean, really says a lot about their youth programs. And again, all the volunteers it takes to put those together and all the towns that support these kids. And it's such a fun age watching those young ones and as they continue to grow and start playing high school and given these opportunities.
Watson laces one to the left side, and here comes the runner home. Dorland goes around third. Now she's going to try a single and advances to second. As Dorland retired on the rundown for out number 2.
Yeah, mistake by Dorland there. Again, if you're going to go, you go. And again, I think a little miscommunication there between coach and Dorland there, exactly what he wanted. And again, she looked like she could have made it. She'd have kept going. And
sees ball number 1. It was going to be close for Dorland at home, but we had said about don't run yourself out of the innings. That's a tough out to swallow, but still runner in scoring position for the Trojans.
Many hits up right now, so again, do you try to force that one in, that run in, and unfortunately didn't work out for the Trojans that time.
Good eye for McConnell there. She thought about going, but held those hands back, so it's 2-1.
Baker throwing the fake to second herself, then dropping the ball, and oh my gosh, almost lost it. So
it's fun. It's actually fun to see because I think both Baker and Watson were having a good Watson on second, having a good laugh about it.
She's like, I dropped this ball and it's wet, and I'm upset now. So
get out the rosin bag. Baker delivers high. Now 3-1.
Again, I think the umpire doing a nice job with the consistent strike zone, but Baker just missing these pitches right now. So, again, doing a nice job, and batter's disciplined up there, laying off the high ball.